Welcome to the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita Guarin, and it is 131st episode. We are continuing conversation about stress and burnout. And in the previous episode, I mentioned about making a list of your daily activities and writing it down how long it takes you to do it. Okay, so today I want to address time management just a little bit because, as you know, my episodes are short. So there are three things that I can tell you how to manage the time better that really serves you in managing your burnout. Okay, so number one, time blocking. As you know, there are so many things that you need to do, and a lot of projects and things are kind of, impossible to finish the same day. A lot of our goals, it takes completion over time. Um, like going to the gym. You obviously need to do it today and tomorrow and after tomorrow to see any results in months. So it's not like you're gonna go to the gym today and there you go, you have it. And also there could be some things that you needs to be done only today and only once. For example, you need to go and ship a package. That's very important to be shipped only once, and it's very important to do it. And it's today. So obviously you will have during your day activities that repeat, like feeding the dogs, as I mentioned in the previous episode, and some things like sending a package. That is just like once in blue moon kind of thing. But also include them into your list because there will be always some things with your time, with utilization of your time. The same way as with having cash. There's always bills that you expect them to come every month, but there's always something shows up. One month shows up one thing, another month shows up another thing. The same works with your time. So always write it down and always plan ahead of thinking, well, it's probably gonna take me longer. If I think that I will just run real quickly to the post office and send it off that package in 15 minutes, give yourself half an hour because probably there will be a line of people over there. So it's better to cushion things ahead of time so you can plan better and you stress less. And obviously you burn out less because you stress less. But overall, if we talk about things that you continuously need to do it every single day and you expect them to do it, it's a great idea to just block time. And you say, okay, from 10 to 11, I'm checking my emails, and that's all I'm doing. After the hour passes, you're going to do something else. Maybe this is when you're going to call your clients. Maybe from 3 to 4:30, you're going to prepare lunch, and so on and so forth. It's very important for you to know that you will have a break. When I start my presentations, a lot of time when I'm doing this in person, um, I just raise a glass with water and I say, would you think how heavy this glass is? Or if I don't have a glass of water, I tell everybody to raise their hands. And I keep on talking and they get tired, right? Because they're like, come on, can I put my hand down? And they say, this is stress. Because if you're not going to take a break, it really will impact your body. And if your stress is really mental, it will affect your mental state because you need to have breaks. So the key is to know what breaks work for you and knowing that, oh, you will have a break. It will help you out to plan your day ahead and also will give you that mental satisfaction of thinking, okay, I'm going to accomplish this. And it's very important to feel satisfaction in the completion. Then you say, okay, my mind closed this file, now moving on to something else. So to do your time breaks, it really depends on you how you manage your day and what you need to do. But trying out different breaks, what works better, that's until you find your happy medium. And there are some techniques, like, for example, the Pomodoro technique. It says you can take 20 to 25 minutes just continuously working on something. Then you take 5 minutes off, and then you go back to 20, 25 minutes again, working again, and then you take 5 minutes off. I also heard plenty of variations of you work for 45 minutes, and then you take 10 or 15 minutes break, and then you do the same. So it really depends on the person. There is also theory, knowing that when you are in the middle of something and then you get interrupted, it can take you to 5 to 15 minutes to get on track doing it, what you already were very focused on. So you need to really look at your things that you need to do and see, okay, is what's the window that will be better for me? I am, like, let's say you are checking emails. You can say, okay, 30 minutes, I'm going to check emails. Then in 5 minutes, I'm going to relax and I'm going to go back to my checking emails. Because, email is such a thing that you can read it, you write it back, and then you can go have a cup of coffee and you come back and you can continue. But if, let's say, you're writing some paper or you're writing a report or something, you know that when you get focused, it's better for you to just to stay at it. So then you tell yourself, I'm going to give myself 45 minutes, because you know that by the time 45 minutes passes, your focus will just not going to be there anymore. So that is the very natural way for you to take a break, 10, 15 minutes, whatever works for you. So you really need to know what is how your mind, better works. Also, I already mentioned this in the previous episodes, but it's very important to know when are you productive. What is your sleep animal chronotype? There's tests online that you can go and do it, and then it pretty much shows you when is your brain is the most productive. So, for example, I'm a wolf type. I need to sleep in, and in the morning, I am not productive at all. And like it takes me forever to wake up, and then finally I start working afternoon, and then during the evening hours, I'm the most productive because then I can stay till 2 o'clock in the morning. So my majority of work and my book writing and all the things that I really need to creatively put it in, I do it at late hours. Um, in the morning, yeah, I can check my emails in the morning. So you need to find your own type. You need to find your own style. You need to start doing things. And if there's something that does not work for you, ask yourself why. Maybe you can ask for help, and then switch things around, and then you can see what is really working for you when it doesn't. Maybe your type is that kind of type that needs to take a nap in the middle of a day for 30 minutes, and then you could be very productive right after that. Nobody will do it, only you. So don't be afraid to starting, moving things around and trying out new things. And the beauty of this is that when you start doing those things, you are there for yourself. You are helping yourself to be better. You're helping yourself to, and you're honoring your own needs. And it could be, you can say, well, my schedule is pretty much very set, and this is when I need to do this, and this is when I need to do that. Yes, we do have those set things that we need to do, but really ask yourself, can you still find some space in your day, in your time management over there, something new to try, delegate few things or here or there? Or also another technique, you just evaluate. You're like, okay, this is the things I need to do today, and what are the most important things? What are the things need to really be done today? And then assign them and say, okay, that's the letter A. Those things need to be done first thing. After I done all of those A's, then I'm gonna start doing B's. It's very important also to give yourself breaks between them and acknowledge that you actually accomplished something and that's complete. Because of course, our body, our mind loves things to complete. It's like a computer, right? It opens the files, and when it's already done and complete, then you need to close it. Because the more things you will especially those shorter ones, that you can just do it today and be done with that, the more you have those files open, the more burnout you will be. And of course, there are plenty of things that you have to, like going to the gym, you continuously need to do it until you reach your goal. But going today to the gym, it's a one step towards your big goal, but you already finished that goal. So then you can close mentally your file, isn't it? But if let's say you say, I'm going to read this book, and you gonna put that book on my table, but I'm not going to read it, That's just something that your mind keeps on open, like, okay, I still need to go read the book. So what is it you need to do? You need to decide, are you going to still read it maybe for 5 minutes? So feel that satisfaction. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to close the book and I'm going to count the day as a off and I'm going to pick up that tomorrow. I will recommend you to go um, around the house. And it's just about mental clutter. Go around the house or around your office or somewhere that you spend a majority of time and write it down the things that you don't like about it. Like there's some things maybe, piled up and this maybe envelope that you need to look through. This is another your energy, your attention sucking spot, because this is the file in your mind that you say, oh, every time you pass by, you're like, I really need to take care of this, but I'm not going to take care of this now because I don't have time. Write it down, all those things that you really need to do, and then start tackling them one by one. And the more things that you will take care of it, more files it will close, less burnout you will be, because it will not be asking your attention every time when you see them. So what do you think? Did you find any of those tips and tricks useful? Or maybe you already knew them. Maybe you know another time management great tip that helps you, and I would love to hear it in the comments. And of course, if you would like more help from me, you're welcome to go to my website, beamazingyou.com, and book a consultation, invite me to speak, or buy my books. And yeah, the next episode will be continue talking about the stress and burnout.